Okay, I've got a real interest in these HexBug Nanos and their behaviour and how they hunt around and are able to solve various maze challenges that I've done for them. But I've never really done anything where I actually talk about the chance factors here. So I've got here in total 10 of these Y junctions. So each Y junction, let's say, is 50-50. I'm going to, because these are all made, moulded, etc., I'm going to say that these are a fair 50-50 choice. HexBugs themselves, however, aren't. They are each slightly different. They slightly vibrate differently. They've got different power opportunities. The little rubber legs could be damaged in one way, some biased left, some biased right, etc. So the bugs themselves are not fair. So where I'm trying to say is this is not a representation of flipping coins. 10 coins flipped to get 10 heads in a row. You're looking at well over 1,024 quotes coin flips. What I want to do is see how many or how long, so I'm actually going to start a little count up timer, how long and how many of these bugs do I need to get 50-50 decision. Okay, it's going to loop back. Now, you can play around here. This orange area on the left is nothing special. It's just a queuing area. Each bug's going to get fed in. 50-50, he took a right. He took a left. He's now in another area. This green guy's come back for another go. He's taken a right this time. He's then taken a left. So as you can see, I'll set this up so that no bug just go in the same direction. If I've got a bug that only goes right or only goes left, they're very unlikely to be able to solve this snaking puzzle to the very end there on the right. And even at the end, I've got another, the final 50-50. Okay, these guys are going to bump into each other. It's probably going to get a little bit crowded, but I'm actually going to slowly introduce the bugs until they start filtering their way down. But eventually, I hope, certainly today, one of the bugs will get here, at least one, the final 50-50 choice. If they go right, I'm saying that's done. Go left, they're out. They're one-way flap gates on the right-hand side. And I'm just curious to see how long this is going to take. So I don't mind feeding them in again. This is not a race. This is not a battle. This is a little bit about chances. Oh yeah, did I mention the HexBugs can cheat? So this is the other thing about HexBugs. So a HexBug can rarely just do a U-turn. A very tight turning right bug will absolutely go against the actual bend. So as I say, this is not flipping coins. This is very much chance of a particular type that I can set up here with my HexBug Nanos. Already we've got a green bug that's gone pretty well. I'd say he's gone through quite a few different Y junctions. I've got to pace myself. Now that green guy, very close there. You know, we've only had a minute or so, and he's already only 1, 2, 3, 4 junctions away from the end. So like I say, although I've got 42 and each bug is different. They might look similar from the camera angle, but I assure you every single bug here is different. I'm going to try and resolve jams by putting them in the direction they're going. So if he wanted to go this way and a bug was crashing into him, I would try and let them both go. My goodness, that green bug. We've already got a bug that's managed to do that in 2 minutes 27 seconds. That's phenomenal. That's incredible. Now, okay, flipping coins in this series, that isn't what I'm doing here because the bugs get to go back and have another go. And I absolutely understand that. But I'm not a statistician that I can actually, or able to understand probability and chance in a way that I can express this any better. And I really hope someone with a real mathematical knowledge and interest can have a look at this and post comments on this video to say what the actual chance is. So I know 10 coin flips is 1,024 to get 10 heads in a row. And ultimately that green bug from the very beginning got correct choice of decision at every Y junction, but not in a series. So he had more heads than tails, let's say. Obviously it's right, left, right, left, right, left. It alternates now. Could that HexBug green just be a complete quirk and he always goes right and then he always goes left? Well, I'm hoping these cells here randomise that a bit, because no matter what kind of mode or pattern he is in, even if this set distance from the loop back to the Y junction were the same, this must really mix things up. Encountering other bugs must mess things up. So I really don't know how I can express how that guy managed to do that so quickly. I'm kind of talking to see whether any other bug gets as successful. You know, we've only got 10 or so bugs in here now. I thought I'd be introducing 40 before I got anything. He's on his side laughing now. So this big milling area on the left is just collecting bugs that, you know, haven't really gone the right way. And I kind of expected a lot to come back this way. Only because, of course, at the very beginning, the first one just sends you straight back in. That goes to an orange. And this one 50-50 gets you back in. So from the very, very outset, I did expect this to fill up, this area to fill up. And it hasn't really. Not excessively. You know, I've had many HexBug Nano maze solving challenges where the guys get stuck at the beginning. And although I'm releasing them in a very much more sedate, calm way, I absolutely am, because I'm observing the way that they're moving. I'm still quite surprised at that green bug. Now this guy is as far as that green bug was when we first, when I was, what, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes in. He's just gone again, advance. He's got the opportunity, sorry, to advance. 50-50 comes back. He's now here. Now, okay, here he's not actually got to go through that Y junction because he could just come to this one. So I guess the green guy could have done 9 Y junctions and not actually finally gone through all 10. Certainly that blue bug, because I'm able to watch him because I'm curious. He's definitely gone through those now. So if he does this one, maybe he's more of a winner. I almost want to reset the flag just to give him that kind of accolade if he succeeds. My goodness, that's 2. So we've now got 2 in 5 minutes 40 seconds. We've not even got a winning lose, if that makes sense. If they go in the white cell, I'm just calling that you're out the game, buddy. I'm going to keep slowly introducing more. In fact, I don't need to introduce more. What I'm going to do is carry on feeding in the guys that are already in. Trying to rule that they have a reasonably straight run up to the very, very first junction. Perhaps doing them too quick here. Getting a little bit excited by the fact that these guys are doing far better than I expected. Okay, I don't know which way these guys are facing, so what I'm going to do is make them go around the roundabout and they can do their own thing. Okay, so that's a reasonably fair ruling. He's already coming out. That's a reasonably fair ruling. So I am interacting a bit, but really just uprighting those that fall over that just don't want to stand up themselves. These guys do that a lot themselves, but they also sometimes get stuck on their sides. Some of the side narrows, and they can certainly collide head to head on the tight loop backs. Okay, he got pushed out. I'm happy he just goes back in because I'm not sure of his spacing. And these guys, I'm going to sort out. The direction he's going is this way. He's also going that way with the blue guy. Let's see which way he takes. Okay, so we've got a grey guy now. Keep an eye on him, try and keep one of my eyes on him anyway, as I'm still trying to steadily feed in and judge on the directions. Okay, these guys all want to come back and this guy's blocking them, so okay. So you saw there a really nice cheat. This black HexBug with a green backing. It's actually one of the HexBug Nano transformers. Did a loop round, so didn't even take that random decision. So I've got to absolutely rewatch the video to see whether the green bug cheated. Maybe I needed 8 or 9 junctions as I was speculating. I saw the blue guy do all 10 because he actually went up to the right and came back again. So he actually did properly encounter that because he could have gone left at that point and gone back this way, and he didn't. Going to stand this guy on his feet. He gets his charts like all of them. So absolutely, it's nowhere near the same odds as 1 in 1,024. It's probably, oh, no, okay, that's a little bit surprising. I feel like he should at least go back to that junction. It feels like it's a lot lower because although I'm not counting how many bugs are going through these Y junctions, it can't be that high because obviously half the time they're going to just keep moving back this way. Yes, they get trapped when they go through the final gate up there, but there's nothing holding them in the middles. There's nothing holding them in the start area. It's an open gate here, they can go both ways. The only thing I'm biasing is when I start them off, I head them out that way. And when I decide I want to reinsert another bug into the maze puzzle solve, then okay, that's my interaction. But I'm doing it for curiosity. I'd really like to hear the theories. And we've got another let's call it a winner. Okay, I don't normally run these for longer than 3 wins, so I'm really happy with that. 9 minutes 5 seconds. 3 HexBugs managed to do something that feels like incredibly high odds. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope this also piqued your curiosity. Please feel free to comment. Please comment on this one. Like and subscribe.